Hey everyone, my name is Merlin, and today I'm going to show you my LEGO Starship Enterprise D from Star Trek The Next Generation. So to get started, I'll show you the different parts of the ship. We've got the saucer section here, which in the show is detachable, but I didn't add that feature due to this just being a model of the full ship. At the back here we've got the two warp nacelles, and then down here we've got the main hull, which is the main bulk of the ship. These transparent red bits here, these are the thrusters of the ship, so it pushes it forward, which is centered in the middle so it can actually push quite well. This hole here is the main shuttle bay. So on top of the ship we've got the different rooms. We've got the bridge here, which is represented by this circle piece, and then we've got the two rooms that go off to the side of the ship, which is the elevator and the captain's office, and then we've got the conference room over here. All these different tan 1x1 pieces are the shuttle pods that are on the ship, and I thought it would be good to represent them like that. And then we've got the big ring around the ship, the saucer section, which is the phaser. Where it charges up, it goes round from the back and then charges up to the front, or anywhere where it wants to shoot. So it could, if it wanted, it could shoot over here or over here. It can shoot anywhere along this grey rim. So if we take the warp nacelles off the back here, just so it's easier to move without them falling off, we can see the bottom. On the bottom we have some more shuttle escape pods, and then we got on the bottom here, this round circle, we got the captain's yacht. I think the hardest part of making this ship was doing the saucer section, which was the first thing I did. The saucer section had to be in this weird oval shape, and it was quite difficult to find that shape, but I think I got it quite right. And then the last thing I did on the entire ship was the warp nacelles. The thing I don't like about this ship is the warp nacelles, is because they're too big, and I didn't know how else I could make them look good and make them small. So I just stuck with them, and this is what I got. Another hard part of making this ship was the neck, which I found extremely difficult to make this part here. I don't have upside down 2 brick tall slopes, so I had to come up with my own idea, and this is all I could get. But since the ship is in such a curvy shape, it was extremely difficult to get everything right. I tried to make everything smooth as possible using tiles. This is the second time I've made this ship. I made this ship originally when I was 12, but I never actually took any documents of it, so I thought it would be cool to rebuild it again, but bigger. My old Enterprise D was only about this big, so from the front of this part here to the back, and it was only that big. It was quite smaller than this, but I wanted to make this bigger. Now if this was to scale with the original series Enterprise that I made, then this would have to take up a lot of space, a lot of space. I think this would be because since this ship is considerably bigger than the original series ship, very big, but I just made it smaller, so it's roughly the same size as the original ship I made, so just so I can make it without using too many bricks. My favourite part of the ship is probably the saucer section and how it turned out, because I just think it looks so good. But there's one part that I find really satisfying, is the 2 thrusters on the back of the ship. They're my favourite because when I was building this whole thing, I wanted to put the thrusters on. I built the ring originally, and there was a piece there, and when I put the thrusters on, all I had to do was put a 1x2 piece with a 1x2 studs knot top piece going on the side of it, and I just clipped that in instead of a 2x2 plate, and I just found it really satisfying that I was able to put that there that easily, and it just looks, to me, it just looks really good that those are there. The ship's registry is not as good as the original ship's registry that I made, because it's a bit wobbly, but it was hard to do. The main hull bulk bit down here was quite hard to do because of how smooth it kind of blends into the neck of the ship. So due to how hard that bit was, I just went with how I thought it should look like, and just did it the easy way and made it just one tube, and then leave a space to put the neck on with the saucer section on it. I think the most annoying part about this ship though is the warp themselves because due to how they're connected to the main hull, but down here, which is on these ball hinge bits here. I found it quite infuriating how they work. Like down here on the below bit, this is very strong due to the kind of angled pieces I used with the clicky one. But the top one is just using ball hinges and normal LEGO clutch power, which is very weak when it comes to holding up these kind of things. But overall, I quite like how the ship turned out. It was quite hard to do, took me about a week to build, but I quite like how it looks. So, thank you guys for watching my video, and I'll catch you guys later with the next one.